Boss Tube. This is Delisha, Kentucky Sass. It's a happy Saturday, and I'm going to jump on here real quick because I have a graduation party to get to, and my plan is to do this coming week. I'm going to do like StitchCon bound and show you what I've packed for StitchCon, because I believe Group A, I'm not sure exactly when they go. We go on the 17th. I'm in Group B and we go on the 17th. So hopefully I'll see some of you there. I'm really excited. It's been a while since I've been able to get together. So hopefully everything is great with you and some of you are going. If you are not going and you have any questions or anything that you'd like me to find out while I'm there, Keepsakes will have an annex. And you can order from Keepsakes. So even if they're not your LNS, they will mail. So just let me know in the comments below, in the Dropbox thingy, or in the comments really, if you have any questions or need anything. So I'm just going to go over a few things. I wanted to tell you I'm so excited because I'm actually going to go to Keepsakes on my way to the graduation party, because my niece has a little daughter that is 12 and she has shown some interest in stitching. So I'm going to stop at Keepsakes and pick up a few things to hopefully garner her interest a little more in that. So it's going to be in the 80s here today, but it's not raining, and I've been on a cicada killing mission. I don't know if any of you guys have cicadas. They are so horrible here. We live in an older home, and we do have big trees. So I have big trees in the front and big trees in the back. At first I was just shooting them with the water hose. Now I am whacking them with sticks. Like, I go out and beat the trees to knock these daggone things out and pray they die. They stink. There is, when I say a million, I'm not exaggerating. These things are horrible. You hear them all day and night. I'm hoping we are on the downswing. I can't remember. It's supposed to be here 6 weeks, and I can't remember exactly how many weeks. It feels like forever. But they don't hurt your plants or your pets. But I can tell you that they are everywhere on my plants. I beat them off literally 3 or 4 times an evening after I come home from work, and then in the morning before I go to work. And I believe my dog has eaten some, and she has gotten ill, throwing up. So, and I think I read somewhere that they can cut your dog's tongues, so if they eat so many of them. But anyway, they are horrible. So we've been fighting that. And I just want to let you know a couple of good things. I actually am starting to watch TikTok, and I think I might be addicted. The reason is because of the cleaning hacks. Like, I love all that stuff. So my tip for today for you, and this is a good thing, I don't fry much, but like if I have fried hamburgers or anything, if I fry bacon, I keep the grease because I put that in my cornbread or in my green beans. I love bacon grease. Okay, who am I kidding? I love bacon. But the other stuff that I fry, it would just be like hamburgers or something like that. We even bake our french fries in the oven or the air fryer. But I can't believe this is so simple, but my mom, when I was little, she used to throw grease out in the toilet. Like, she would go in there, empty the grease, and put it in flush. So on TikTok, I learned if you take tinfoil, just a piece of tinfoil, rip you off a piece of tinfoil, put it in your sink and kind of mold it down in the drain piece. Then you can pour your grease in it, wrap up your tinfoil, put it in the trash. So simple, but yet so useful. So if that's new to you, yay us, because it was new to me, and it's the little things that really make life worthwhile. And that is one of them that will really help me. I'm going to show you a couple of my whips. I don't have any finishes. This is the year that I'm only working on my whips, and I don't have any finishes or fully finished today. And most of my whips works in progress. If anybody is new to stitching, a whip is WIP, work in progress. But I just want to show you, because I'm working on, you know, some bigger things this year, and I'm only working on my whips. Katie, who's in the crock pot group with me, several of us have signed up to just work on our whips. So that's what we're doing. And she does give us new starts. Like, I'll get a new start on the 17th. That'll be my StitchCon start. And I'll show you whatever I choose to do. I want to get it kitted up. So I'll show you that soon. But today I'm just going to show you my whips that I have and a little bit of haul. I have more haul, but because I'm kind of rushing it because of the graduation party, I'm just going to show you a few things. So I love this piece. And I love that piece of hair that just fell. This is, I hope you can see it, Though He Seemeth Sleeping. This is Becky Nolan, and this piece is gorgeous. I just love it. So this is reproduced by Becky Nolan, and it came with several different floss plans. So this is where I'm at, and I hope you can see that okay. Sorry I didn't iron it, but this is where I'm at. And what I did, I didn't like some of the colors of the floss, so I put it in, and then I ripped it out and went with a little bit bolder of a color. So I think if you can see, I'm not sure. Give me your all's thoughts, because I think, I'm not sure if I'm in love with NO there. I might be, but I'm not sure. You can see that pretty well, so I'll probably leave that. But I really am not in love with this XU. Tell me what you think. Is that, I just don't know. What do you think of this color palette? I have switched up between Gentle Arts and DMC. And I couldn't tell you right now which ones I ripped out and which ones I re-entered. I think I ripped out NO once, and this is the DMC conversion here. So I'm thinking I like that. Let me know if you guys can see it, what you think. So anyway, and I can't tell you which fabric this is on, because my friend Crystal of Stitching the Dream, she had this fabric in her stash. And when we were over at Lisa's Stitching one time, the fabric I had for this was a little too yellow. I didn't really care for it. So she showed me hers, and I loved this piece, so she was kind enough to let me have it. Now, Stitch Camp. I don't know if any of you have heard of Stitch Camp. It's the Colorado Stitcher, so you may want to check her out. It started June 1st. I couldn't do a new start because of the group I'm in, but I do have one that I had not worked on much, so I picked it up to work on. And this is from Lila's Studio, and it's called Harvest Time. And of course, I love the redhead. You know, I love everything red. And really, I don't have a lot done on this, but this is the one that I picked up to work on for Stitch Camp. So you can see that's her arm and her sweater that I'm working on. This is a Picture This Plus Oaken 32 count that I'm working on. So I love this piece. I loved it when I saw it. Now I know this isn't by the same. I think there's another one that has girls, different names, and they're all really interesting girls. So I know Lisa, again, of Stitching the Dream, has done some. So, but I can't think of what that is. I'll have to check with her. I don't believe this is one of those girls, but I'll check. Now, the other thing that I'm working on, this is the round robin that I'm doing with the Crockpot girls, and this is Blackbird Design, and it's Our Lasting Friendship. And I, this time, am working on crystals. And Crystal didn't have, I love this fabric, but I don't know what it is. So I'll just show you where I'm at. I'm almost finished with her piece. We have to have our pieces finished, and we're taking them to, when we go, we're taking them with us. And I just had a book I was going to hold up behind this, and now I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I put it away. So Crystals, she chose her own palette and her own floss conversions, and it's really beautiful. So I hope you can see, and this is where, whoops, I'm going to fold this a little bit so you can see where I've been stitching. This time we didn't have a whole lot that we needed to stitch, and we're going to exchange these at StitchCon. So if you can see, I have stitched this, and I have one more little tree thing that'll be down in here. And then I'll have mine, then I need to do my initials, and then mine will be ready to pass next time. So I think these are turning out so pretty, and it is so fun to see what everybody chose as far as floss colors. But Crystal's really, I mean, it's really looking nice. Look at all those beautiful, I mean, it's really, really gorgeous. So if you guys haven't done a round robin, you may want to think about doing one with your friends. And what you do, just pick out a pattern. The owner starts, and like we all did the border, the outside and the inside border. And then Katie, you need a person in your group that has a brain and really can do stuff, because it wasn't me. Katie and Stephanie organized this, and they know who we're passing to, and they know which pieces we're supposed to be stitching, because I'd be at a complete loss. So they have been excellent. But if you get a group of girlfriends, boyfriends, mixture, whatever, and you have your stitchy friends, pick out something, and then you can all do a certain amount, and you just pass it, and then when we get it back, we will finish it. And then I'm going to get mine framed and hang in my living room, because I am in love with this. And so it's an idea for something different for you guys to try. Now we're going on, as my head touches my toes, it's the only time in this life that'll happen, we are going on to haul. This is by JBW Designs. It's called A Little Chintzy Sewing Set. And it's vintagey, and I just liked each one of those, and I especially like just the little pin thing. So, I just thought it was cute. I may take each of these motifs and just do a pin thing like this. I did get the fabric, the finishing fabric, and the DMC with it. And this is designed by Judy Whitman. And I believe Judy, actually I know Judy has a floss tube. So you may want to check her out and give her some love. She has several designs. Whoops. There you go. And I think you would like them. They're very cute. So I got that. And I've always wanted to do the Stitching Book Club. So they have Little Women out. And I know it's weird, but I've never read Little Women. So I'm listening to it on my audio podcast. And I ordered the Even Weave kit. So it's got all the DMC. The pattern I don't have yet, but I believe it's up the 10th. Will be on our PDF that we can get. This was designed by Kristen Ashley, Sapphire Mountain Crafts. You could get the whole kit. So I got the whole kit with the DMC and the Even Weave. So I'm really excited to start that. This may be my StitchCon start, but I'm not sure yet. So I've got those two. And then I don't know, this was on Stash Unloading, I think. It's by Crazy Hamster. It's hand-dyed fabric, and this is looking blue there, but it's lavender. So I don't know why it's looking so blue on screen, but it's lavender. And again, it's by Crazy Hamster. And I think part of the reason I got this, I've never done a 27 count. I didn't even know there was a 27 count until recently. So if anybody's ever worked on a 27 count, let me know, because I'm excited to work on this. And I'm probably going to do an Easter piece. That's a big piece. So I probably could get several. So I'm probably going to do an Easter piece or several on this. And again, it is by Crazy Hamster. How can you not love that name? So anyway, that is what I'm going to show you guys for haul today. And I do have other haul. I just didn't bring it in here with me. So I'll show that at another time. And let me just tell you about life. I'm sure you're all craving, even though this is a channel about cross stitch. But I think, and the reason I love cross stitch, I love history and tradition. But as an update on life, no KFC stories today, but you know, I work at a bank, and in our bank, like, I do mortgage lending, so I can go in at any time, and I do. And then I have a little, you know, my little setup and my little code. So I went in on a weekend, I think it was actually a Sunday, just because it was quiet and I could get some stuff done. And while I was in, I go in and I do my thing, I set my thing. Well, apparently I didn't do something correctly, because after I was in there and working, I saw flashing lights beside the window where I work. And I also heard banging on the door. There were six police cars, 2 in the back of the bank, 2 in the front, 1 on each side, and 2 policemen banging on the door. Apparently, your little lovely Kentucky Sass girl set off the silent robbery, or silent robbery in process thing. So there were the policemen. And we got to spend, you know, about 20-30 minutes together, because I had to show them my driver's license, tell them, yes, that was my car in the parking lot. Oh, yep, that's my husband's name, not mine. So, anyway, that was kind of fun. You know, I like to keep it exciting and keep everything revved up. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. And we do have some new followers. I want to thank you. I want to thank you to anybody that's shouted me out ever. My shout outs would be the Sisterlies. I love them. I love the Country Stitchers because I learn from them. There are so many. Michelle McGraw, she is just a sweetheart, and all of her finishing is beautiful, everything. I'm trying to think of who else. Stitching the Dream, they're my friends, Crystal and Lisa. And the Cupcake Stitcher, she's my friend Melissa Sine. And then, of course, everybody knows Pam and Steph, but I'm lucky enough to call them my friends too. I don't know, I just like everybody. So, but I really like the people I can learn from. Stitching in the Barn, there's just so many. And I started watching a couple of people from England. I love to hear them speak, for one thing. I wish I had that accent. And it's really interesting to see what they're stitching. So I would just encourage you, watch some different people, take some notes, just learn from each other. This is a lovely, lovely community, and I think we're all here to help and learn. So I just say, have a great day and stay stitchy, my friends.